Here's the truth about six-pack abs. If you're a dad over 40, or anyone for that matter. But first, look at this belly. Not a lot of abs there yet, boys. But I used to have great abs. And if you want to get them back, which I'm doing right now, it's not about doing more crunches. It's not about doing more sit-ups, or leg lifts, or hanging leg raises. It's about cutting the fat. Let's get into it. If you want to get great abs, if you want to get lean, it doesn't mean more workouts. What it means is more cardio. What it means is a caloric restricted diet. And I mean, that's about it. Because the abs are there. They may not be big muscles, but they are there, no matter your size. Whether you're 450 pounds or you're 180 pounds, if you have a layer of fat that's too thick for those muscles to really be prominent, you need to lose weight. And losing weight, I think at the end of the day, is made out to be a lot harder than it actually is. It takes a couple of key steps and a grit and determination to follow through on those steps. And if you can do that over enough time to reduce the amount of adipose tissue around your belly, you will have abs. So what's the key? The key is to simply find a calorie calculator and work out your basal metabolic rate or your daily caloric needs. So you'll just Google calorie calculator. You're going to input your age, your sex, your height, and your weight, and it will tell you, based on the amount of activity that you do in a day, how many calories you need to consume to either maintain your weight, to gain weight, or to lose weight. Now you're going to take that number, which is probably in the low 2000s, maybe 2200, 2400 calories per day, and you're going to simply cut off 500 to 1000 calories a day on your consumption. Then you're going to have to choose the foods that make it easy to do that. What are some foods that make it easy to do that? First and foremost, it needs to be low fat. Fat is 9 calories per gram. And so protein and carbs is 4 calories per gram. Therefore, you can gain weight much quicker if you're eating too much fat. And so really the only thing I want you to be conscious of is the amount of fat you're consuming in a day. Probably it's too much. And so what I would like you to do while you're trying to lose weight so you can show off your six-pack abs to your old lady or your wife is simply this. Only eat a maximum of 25 grams of fat per day. Now, you can either track this with an app like MyFitnessPal or Carb Counter, or you can just simply really pay attention to the food that you eat. The best way to do it is to eat a very high, clean, lean protein for your meat. And so for the time that you want to lose weight, you're not going to eat any steak, you're not going to eat any pork, and you're not going to eat out at any fast food restaurant. You will refuse to eat French fries. You will refuse to eat potato chips. You will refuse to eat anything that is fatty, okay? Except for the fat that you get in your meat. And your meat is going to be ground chicken, turkey breast, chicken breast without the skin, okay? That's pretty much it, except for some lean fish, white fish, cod, tilapia, that type of thing. And then you're going to eat nice carbs, white rice, cream of wheat, potatoes, quinoa, and the like. That's your key, guys. If you can eat clean with a very low fat protein source, you will lose weight. Your abs will, in time, appear. And you have to learn to be a man that has grit about you, that has some sort of level of discipline, that has the power to say, fuck, I need to lose weight, I need to get in shape, and I need to have some abs. I need my wife to respect the body once again. You know what I mean? I want my friends to say, holy crap, you put in the work, man. You used to be a fat ass. Now look at you go. Look at those abs. Where did they come from? Well, it took some work, damn it. It took some grit. It took some serious discipline to cut out the junk. It took some discipline to eat clean, clean, clean for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months. But you were man enough to say, I know that this fat might cost me my life. It might lead to an early grave. And so therefore, for my kids' sake, for my sake, for my wife's sake, hell, I'm gonna lose this weight. And I'm gonna be a man that I'm proud of. And on top of all that, you're gonna be a man that works out 3 days a week, basic workouts, a nice split, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever works for you. You're gonna do it for 45 minutes to an hour. You're gonna put a solid workout in. And then you're gonna do what I'm doing here in Southwest Florida, and you're gonna walk. And you're gonna walk. You don't need to run, guys. You need to walk. You need to walk about 4 to 6 miles a day. And you're gonna find the way to do it because you're gonna incorporate the amount of movement you have at your job. Now, I'm a registered nurse. I walk about 2 to 3 miles at work on average. And then when I get home after, I'll walk the dog with my wife and kids for another mile or so. And in the morning before work, I make sure to get a mile or 2 in, because a low speed workout of cardio actually metabolizes fat more than it would protein, a muscle. And so if you want to be a runner, a sprinter, you're going to burn glucose way faster than you're going to burn fat, because you need that type of energy. And so what ends up happening is it's going to pull it from your muscle. You don't have muscle to lose right now. You got fat to lose. So let's walk at a steady conversational pace like this, all right, for 4 to 6 miles a day. Let's eat clean, guys. Rice, lean chicken, ground turkey, white fish, vegetables, potatoes, carrots, peas, green beans, broccoli, okay? And fruit, berries, strawberries, blueberries, a little bit of oatmeal. Come on, not too many bananas, but you know what I mean. Have some fruit, have some veggies, but no bloody fat, except for the fat that's in the chicken, that's in the turkey, or that's in the fish. No fast food, cut it out. Let me see if you can get 6-pack abs after 40 by following this simple, low-fat way of life. Let's get after it, boys. We got no time to waste.